We live. Yes, yes,
We
yes.
live. We live, man. Hey, I just want to say, I want to give a big shout out to my broski. He is super patient with me, but I just want to give a shout out to all the married homies out there that have a place of their own, that live with their lady, and they mom-in-law is coming up for whatever. The stress and the anxiety that I know you feel in your household, brother, is one love to you. Because today was one of those days,
One pinky,
man.
one thumb, one love. Yeah, man. Shout out to y'all. All is love, guys. Keep love first, man. Because yeah, man, we gotta keep love first. We gotta do what's good for the family. We talked about men's mental health earlier this week, so yeah, we're a little bit late, so sorry
That's
for that.
nigga. That's all we talked about. Because niggas went in one ear out the other. Niggas did not. Our our day, the very next day after that conversation was like, yeah, yeah, yeah. But
Yeah, yeah, man. At the end of the day, listen, I said it in the conversation, like, us men, taking care of your family and doing what's best for you and your family, it is a testament of what a real man is, So I can't hold you for doing what you're doing for your family and getting things prepared before the pod. I know we're supposed to be live 9:30 right now, around 9:55. But if y'all here with us, thank you for joining us. We are Everything Is this podcast where we talk about everything that matters. I am your host, Chitty Bang. It's my co-host, Chris Mosai, Joint Reliance Hobo himself. And we are the culture. We are the zeitgeist. So if y'all here with us, please hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell icon if you really fuck with us. And if you're on Twitch, follow, baby. We would love it.
oh, that's something we got to talk about after the show. I think we missing the boat on Twitch too a little bit.
Okay, we'll talk about maybe you're missing a couple
Yeah.
of boats. I mean,
Yeah,
we'll just hop on that bitch.
yeah, we
You
hop
know,
on it.
let's
Yeah,
hop on that bitch.
Twitch got a built-in. Twitch got a built-in raft that we can use.
All right, let's do it. Let's
That
do it.
I,
Let's
that
talk about it,
I,
man.
that I found out about.
This content creation thing is ever evolving. Let me lower this volume a little bit. I know I'm talking over the music right now. This content creation thing is like an ever evolving journey. It's an ever evolving journey, and we are just getting on it. Like this was our second month, what third month,
Second month. We're in the
second
second
month.
month.
We're in the second
Second
month.
second month.
All right,
Yep.
boom. So yeah, we're about to wrap up our second month, soon. And yeah, man, it's been honestly a real dope experience thus far. But this is the first time we're doing it so intentional. Like so, yeah. If we are, you know,
A little
if we,
jagged, a little
yeah, a little
rigid.
jag. If
You
you're here
know
with us
what
throughout
I'm
the
saying?
bumps and bruises, we really fuck with you, we really rock with you. But we try to give
We really
y'all,
appreciate it.
yeah, we try to give y'all a really good experience here on the pod. So definitely subscribe us if you're here for the ride. If you are a real one. You are a day one, and we're gonna try to do our best to show, improve, and improve this pod to be one of the best of all time for y'all. But yes, it's ever
Which we
improving.
got the potential. We got the potential to do that. I mean, in this lane, I be asking, I be asking our friend. I'm like, yo, you blowing smoke up us? And they said they got defensive when we asked that question to them. You know what I'm saying? Like, no, you're good at this. You're in the lane that matters, and you're covering topics that we don't really hear from the way that it's discussed. And mind you, when we hopped on our wrestling wave, we was like, I don't really hear nobody talk like until we started open ourselves up.
Yeah,
And I think that's what we're doing right now in this space, right? We're seeing a
it's
lot
a
of
journey.
blurs, right? We're seeing a lot of blurs. We're seeing a lot of political activists. We're seeing a lot of social commentary. We're seeing a lot of just uh, Alton uh Alton niggas that are like type you know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
we find a lot of Andrew, whatever that nigga last name is, with no with pills on his deck. Like when we enter our mind and enter ourselves into these spaces, we find okay, it's unique in how we present it, but the genre itself isn't. So we're just implanting our flag and something like
Listen,
this is super generous,
listen,
super
man. We out the mud
grabber
with Rashad McCants. We out the mud
on
with
me.
Rashad McCants. Yo, listen, this is out the mud like organically, and I was just listening to Rashad McCants before this, before we got on live, and he was talking about how he was like, man, I'm not y'all, I'm not Gil. Like he's like, I didn't have the career y'all have. Like I'm nobody. No one wants to hear me talk about basketball, but he went and did it anyways, and now he's a fucking star because he has a personality and he stands on business on what he believes, and that's who we are. Listen, we ain't no political activists. We ain't no political campaign managers. We ain't no nothing like
Nope.
that. We ain't athletes. We ain't listen. We writers. We wrote some shit. We ain't movie directors. Even though actually I have directed. I'm not gonna lie, I have. But we are. We've done here and there. We ain't no musicians, but we have an opinion on all things, whether it be
Yeah, and I worked a
culture.
little bit in wrestling. You know what I mean? I
Yeah,
had a
yeah.
couple, what they call a cup of coffee. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
cup of
So,
coffee with a cup of haters. with
hey,
a
what a couple haters.
cup of haters. Listen, but nah, shout out
Nigga,
to
I saw the
MLW
growth of MJF from the
from the
beginning, bro.
beginning, from the
Like
very
nigga, I
outset,
saw
bro.
Darby Allin jumping off the motherfucking Guilt nightclub balcony, my
Listen, we
nigga.
we we edited him in Homeboy's package. What's
Jimmy
the
Havoc.
Jimmy Havoc? Man, Jimmy Havoc, where that nigga at,
Jimmy
yo?
Havoc. Jimmy Havoc
He
had
got
a
canceled.
uh-huh. He got nigga Swerve almost got canceled again. Fucking with these black people, man. He need to leave that
Oh shit!
alone, man.
What did he do?
Well, the beat. I shout out to Black Wrestling Podcast. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
If
he did
y'all
the
don't
list
know,
again.
they do the list every year. You know what I'm saying?
Take me off
They
this
do it,
motherfucking list.
but he wasn't on it, so he not on it.
Oh, okay, okay.
So he not on it. So now you got brothers like Cass, because Cass is diplomatic. You know what I'm saying? You got like Kazim. Shout out to Kazim.
You
You
cannot
got
have Swerve on it, right?
you already know what he said, bro. And niggas like, boy, if you don't get your ass up, they was not trying to hear that shit from Cass. He made that bed, nigga, lay in it, boy. But even then, like working with Swerve, working on him, seeing him in his music evolution,
hmm
doing a music video with him, you know what I
Yeah,
mean,
we did
and
that, and
seeing
we
that,
helped
you know
out.
what I mean.
Brought some equipment.
Yeah, helped out,
Yeah, yeah.
absolutely, absolutely. Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Sint Swerve doing his thing. He's heading over to Forbidden Door this weekend. Gonna take on Will Ospreay. That should be dope.
That should be
Um,
dope.
yeah. But yes, we are here to talk about everything is fumbled today. That's the topic, and we are talking about how people fumble the bag per se, and not just people, specifically athletes and the media. We are seeing what happened with Terrion Arnold, but then we go and we talk about how it's not just through getting jail time that people can fumble the bag. It's also through just fumbling the bag through your own, financial
It's
literacy,
management. Yep.
mismanagement. Yeah, you are already freezing and like doing little robotic movements, stuff, bro. Just letting you know your camera's acting up a little bit on this end. But
Already,
yeah,
nigga.
yeah. It's
Nigga,
good.
the
But
show
yeah,
just started, my
it's
nigga.
yeah,
What the fuck?
but it's not. It's choppy a little, but okay. You're good now. You're good now. But yeah, man, we're gonna pick off like we talked a little bit about it yesterday. Terrion Arnold's situation. I don't got no graphics, but I'm gonna try to see if I can get some next week for our topics. But yeah, man, I want you to tell us the story because you told us like breaking news yesterday. Terrion Arnold, cornerback of the Detroit Lions, um, number one cornerback, I think he was the number. He's a number one overall draft.
He's technically number two because they paid DJ Reed, but he didn't really pan out. But yes, he's their first
DJ
round pick.
Reed is still
Yeah,
there.
I believe DJ
Wait,
Reed
wait, wait,
is
wait, wait.
with the Lions. Is it DJ Reed that's with the Lions?
DJ
Hold
Reed
on,
is not with the
it's
Lions.
the corner.
He came from the Lions to the Jets, right? And then he went somewhere else. Or did he
Hold
go to
on,
the Lions? No, he went to the Lions after the Jets. Maybe I might be wrong.
hold on. While we here
DJ
right now,
Reed, yeah, he's on the Lions.
you know what I
So
mean?
yeah,
He's
he's
on
on
the
the
line.
Lions.
Okay, all
But
right. I just had
DJ
to.
Reed is a smaller corner. I always looked at him as a type two corner, two. He was two to sauce, and Terrion Arnold, like he was a first round pick. So I think he will be a two to Terrion Arnold, in my opinion. Even though he didn't get paid
Well,
yet, because Terrion Arnold's
That's
still on a rookie
that's true.
contract.
He was still on a rookie contract. So I think, and that goes back to the point of, hierarchy, right? DJ Reed came after the Jets, I believe, and he was a big free agent pickup at the time because they lost Carlton Davis the third. I believe Carlton Davis either went from there to the
Wait,
Patriots.
who lost him?
What Lions? The Lions had Carlton
Okay.
Davis as cornerback, I believe.
Okay.
And so when he left, they paid DJ Reed as a free agent, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
When
for
they
sure.
drafted
Yeah.
when they drafted Terrion, Terrion didn't come out of Bama like Pat Surtain. You know what I'm saying? So like, and if I watched this podcast with Pat Surtain this second, and he has some bumps in the role as playing corner at Alabama. So he was a very highly touted athlete. Like he had potential. But what produced on the field was not kind of, I would just say specifically at Alabama, because with the Lions, clearly, yes.
Okay.
At Alabama.
Okay.
At Alabama, coming from me as a observant of the team and being a fan of the team.
Yeah. Okay.
I
wasn't
I didn't
transcendent or nothing, but he was solid.
He was, bro. I done seen Patrick Peterson be the guy, right? I done seen Jalen Ramsey be the guy. Like we've seen cornerbacks in college football, Travis Hunter, like be the guy, right? Terrion Arnold, to be quite honest, was not that. He was a very great, solid, serviceable, with length, great technique, great ball instincts. He's a really good cornerback. So I always thought him to be a good two, right? And he was supposed to be coming up on a rookie extension at the end of this year, if I'm not mistaken. If he were to have played this year and played well,
it could have came early. It could have came mid-season. It could have came like next off-season for sure. Yeah, if he played well, he was getting the bag for sure.
So I am going to share my screen with the tweet that I have so we can just read it full. And let me minimize this. Okay. Oh, do you have it? Sorry. No, you don't. My bad.
I got it.
Okay. So I'm gonna be honest. This is not the first time that I heard about the story. I thought it would have been something that would have been figured out, dismissed, let go, whatever the case may be. Just another athlete kind of getting his name caught up in something, because it sensationalizes it, right?
Yeah, for sure.
So I heard about it, I believe, late February, early March, if I'm not mistaken. I believe probably early March because it happened in February. Okay. So right here it says this is the full Terrion Arnold story according to the Tampa police. Police say this all started after Terrion Arnold and several others had property stolen from an Airbnb Arnold rented in Largo early in February. Investigators say Arnold believes some of the eventual victims were responsible, even though police later determined they were not involved in that theft. On February 3rd, police say Arnold and Bokai Hilton, I believe that's his conspirator or whatever, who investigators say helped coordinate the alleged setup, directed Ariana Del Valle and Jasmine Rodonzo, whatever. These two ladies, come to find out in later tweets, they already took a plea deal. These two ladies already. They already took a plea deal. So from what I understand, if they take a plea deal, they singing, it's a wrap for your boy. But I'm going to keep going. Around midnight on February 4th, investigators say the victims arrived at the apartment. Once they entered a bedroom, police say Christian Williams and Liddell Hudson, who had been hiding in the closet, jumped out, grabbed the... Okay, I got to read this with some seriousness. Jumped out the closet, grabbed the victims, held them at gunpoint, and attacked them. Investigators say the incident was streamed to Arnold, Hilton, And Freddie, why is all these niggas involved in this? And Freddie Hughes, while they were traveling to the apartment, police also say there was a group chat involving the defendants and that Arnold and Hilton gave directions through the chat while the attack was happening. About an hour later, police say Arnold arrived at the apartment with Hilton, Hughes, and another person, and that he directed them to go inside while the robbery was still going on. Investigators say property was stolen from the victims during the attack. So he got robbed, essentially, and then went and robbed them back, essentially. But I don't think he got his shit back. He just robbed them.
Does he know? Did he get the right people? First and foremost, does it sound like he got the right people? Like he knew?
No, this goes on with this story.
Okay,
he did not kidnap and attack and assault the right people.
Oh, fuck.
So, thank you. Okay. The victims later reported the incident to the Tampa police and identified the suspects. After a search warrant was executed and the investigation continued, detectives arrested multiple people in the case over the following weeks. Police say Arnold was the primary conspirator and in the alleged robbery kidnapping plot. He himself turned himself in and Wednesday night, which was yesterday. Yeah, Wednesday night. Yeah, he turned himself in Wednesday night and is now facing 4 counts of kidnapping and 4 counts of armed robbery.
God damn.
So I have a video to show your boy and them chains.
Okay, shit. You ready? You got it?
Yeah, I'm sharing this tab right here. All right, can you see that?
I can see it.
Okay, so I'm about to make it bigger. Pause.
What she said.
Hey, yo. All right, let me increase the volume and let me know if you can hear it.
Justin Diaz for the state.
And for the defense, please.
Yes, Timothy Jansen on behalf of Mr. Arnold, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Jansen. Is your microphone on? Just to make sure it's a green light on.
It was not on. It is.
Can you hear that, brother?
I can hear it, yes.
All right, do you see your boy in the green vest right here like he's some type of real-ass criminal, my nigga?
Yeah, man, the arms looking good, though. You got good arms. Yeah. You got sleeveless. You got to go sleeveless.
One more time.
He said what? He got to go sleeveless?
You got to go sleeveless. Yeah, if you're a football player, you got to go sleeveless in the courtroom.
All right, let's hear what the judge and the lawyer got to say for this nigga on behalf. No bond, right? This says no bond on robbery and kidnapping.
Jansen on behalf of Mr. Arnold.
Thank you very much. Mr. Arnold, you're charged with 4 counts of robbery with a firearm or deadly weapon less than $750 and 4 counts of kidnapping to harm or terrorize.
Judge, I need to clarify, one of those counts that you just read off for each of the charges is actually a conspiracy count. It's 3 armed robberies, 3 counts of kidnapping, and a conspiracy to kidnapping.
So his lawyer said hey, Your Honor, correction, it's not 4 counts, it's just 3. It's 3. 1 is the conspirator. Okay, just 3.
Yeah.
I would have been like, nigga, you're not open. Nigga, that mean I'm the leader of this game. Nigga.
Conspiracy for armed robbery.
I see that. I apologize. So for the purposes of our docket today, because the warrant has already determined probable cause at those levels, count number 7 will be conspiracy to commit robbery with a firearm, a felony of the 2nd degree. And count number 8, this is as in the warrant, is conspiracy to commit kidnapping to harm or terrorize, a felony 2nd. Sorry, Mr. Diaz, go ahead.
Your Honor, we filed a pretrial detention motion. I know that we sort of preliminarily discussed we'd be available for Monday morning for a hearing.
All right, and you only filed on the 6 PBLs, is that right?
That is correct.
All right. Mr. Jansen, at this stage, I'll hear any objections you have to the facial sufficiency of the motion since probable cause has already been determined by a judge in issuing the warrants.
Yes, Judge, I understand that the probable cause has already been established, and they filed their motion. We are asking, he's absolutely denying these allegations, and we're asking to have a bond hearing as soon as possible. I believe 9:30 on Monday is appropriate, and we can be ready for that. However, Judge, I do want to make one thing for the record. In reviewing the pre-trial detention order and the charges, it appears that much, if not all, of these charges against my client rely on the testimony of two co-defendants who entered pleas recently. We would ask that the court have the government give us a copy of those pleas prior to the detention hearing, because we believe it may be Brady material. And we would also ask that their prior statements that were made when they were arrested be disclosed, because that may contain Brady information for the detention hearing.
You're not entitled to any discovery before a pretrial detention hearing. If you'd like to re-raise that with the judge who's handling the hearing, I'll be happy to address that. I'm going to deny that request at this time. But you may want to talk to Mr. Diaz and then talk with Chief Judge Sabella if you'd like a continuance. You have the right to request that under Rule 3.132.
I understand.
I'm not sure at this point it's proper for me to order the state to do that, given the rules that are in place for a pretrial detention hearing. But I certainly appreciate that request, Mr. Jameson, and I'll deny it at this time without prejudice to raising that issue to the extent you feel it's necessary for preparing for the hearing. Okay?
Right, Judge. And our problem is if we file the motion and have a hearing on it, it'll delay our hearing.
I understand. All right. So because there's no objections to the sufficiency of the motion, the rule requires me to set a hearing within 5 days in the state's motion for pretrial detention.
Oh, it's still going on?
No.
There's more?
He's about to set the pre-child detention. About to put it in the.
My bad. I thought that was that. I thought it like redid it. I thought it was rewind. I thought it restarts
so
on
Mr. Arnold.
No, this nigga about to get some sentencing.
Oh my god.
Because you've been arrested on 6 dangerous crimes under Section 907.0415A. There are first degree felonies categorized as dangerous crimes and punishable by life in prison. You are going to be held at no bond on those charges until we can have a hearing on the state's motion for pretrial detention. That hearing is going to be Monday, June the 29th at 9:30 in the morning in Courtroom 1 in front of Chief Judge Sabella. If the parties have any issues before then, including tomorrow, you can raise them with my office. I'll coordinate with Chief Judge Sabella and I'll be happy to address them in any way that I can, okay?
Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Jensen. Thank you, Mr. Diaz.
Justice Diaz.
Mr. Jensen, is your microphone?
Boy, so the judge say no bond. The judge say these charges can range up to life in prison, and the judge also denied them before the pre-detention sentencing the plea deals of the plea agreements of the co-defendants. So essentially, judge pretty much like, hey brother, take it to trial because I can't help you with this.
Wow.
And according to what I read, if everything is documented via a chat, or niggas can track your goddamn ping, your cell phone tower of where you was at the night of the incident, then you really ain't got no defense. They said that the chat was created instructing people what to do. He was getting messages while it was being done, and then nigga ended up FaceTiming him saying, look, nigga, we got him, boss. We got him, my nigga. We got him right here, my nigga. And at the end of the day, it ain't even the right people who robbed them the first time.
This is tragic, bro. I mean, I just am so like, listen, just like with the James Pierce Jr. thing, I get sad because I'm like, yo, these young men are super talented, some of the most athletic people, gifted athletes in the world to do what they do, and they put themselves in situations that I just wish somebody was there to help them and guide them in a way that they can utilize their platform in a way more like productive manner. But I'm looking at his PFF, it's 49.9.5. So like to your point, he wasn't doing that great. Wasn't So even
he not even really worth the trouble, honestly, the way how
he
the
is
NFL
definitely
go.
not worth the trouble. So but even like so, like, all right, boom, you are in the fucking NFL. You're making whatever you're making as a rookie. And I get it, like you get somebody that robs you. I don't get why you're dealing with I don't know how you get robbed and you know who robbed you. So clearly, you're dealing with a crew or people. You're associating yourself with certain people, whether it be through you said it was a card game. Did you say it was a card game, bro? Are you there? Oh shit! Here he goes. Basically, you there?
Yeah, what'd you say?
No, sorry, you went out. You went out for a moment. So you said it was a card game that he got robbed.
That's what I originally believed that happened. Let me see if I can find the original way he got robbed.
Okay. Well, to my point is just like we're gonna talk about money and all that stuff, which is I get it. Like you're not making superstar money as a rookie, but you are making more money than the other cornerbacks that were drafted in your class for sure. Unless there was one drafted higher than you might have been one or two. But Terrion Arnold is super gifted and super blessed to be in the position he was in, regardless of how much money he got. Now, if somebody has robbed you, that typically what you go and do, if you know who they are, is especially when you are a high profile person, you don't handle it yourself. That is fucking stupid as hell. Not only did he send two people, he sent three people, right, to go handle it, right? Two girls and a guy.
It was actually, it turned out six six other people. It was two girls and four guys.
All four guys.
So, yep.
All right, so he sent his goons to go, but then he ends up showing up himself.
Yes, he showed
to
up
the scene of the
himself
crime.
to the scene of the crime. Yes,
right.
he showed up himself.
So I'm gonna talk about it from 2 point of views. From the
Okay, go
mindset
ahead.
of a guy who's like, I am going to get it back myself. I'm not going through the police. I'm not gonna go over here and whatever you want to call it, snitch or whatever. Honestly, if I get something robbed from me and I'm an athlete, I'm hitting the police up. I know who did it. These are this is what happened. Unless it's in you're involved in something illegal, you have no choice to handle it yourself, or you take that out and you change the way you move so you don't encounter that again. Apparently, from what you told me yesterday, is that he got robbed once, and then he got robbed
once. Yeah. So I believe what happened. The story that came out is that he got robbed once, and I think he took that on the chin. But the story that right now that I'm showing right here is that on February 1st, he got robbed for roughly about $100,000 in cash, jewelry, designer bags, and he had an NFL issued phone that was stolen from that Airbnb where he was at in Largo, Florida. So in totality, in total, it was up to $250,000.
All right.
So I got the
250,000 of cash,
yeah,
bags,
jewelry.
jewelry.
Yeah.
All right, that's a lot. 250,000. Give me 1 second.
So police, yeah, you looking it up right now?
No.
Okay. So police said that okay. So police later discovered that the individuals that Arnold suspected in the original theft, including his personal driver, he thought his personal driver was in on the hit. They were not.
Wow.
So, believing he was robbed by his driver and his associates, Arnold allegedly orchestrated a retaliatory scheme to recover his shit back.
All right, 200. God damn. Oh my god. There's so many like bad moves here. All right, boom. We're chilling at the Airbnb. We're chilling at Airbnb. It's Super Bowl. I'm not sure if it's Super Bowl weekend because it's February.
So yeah, February 1st. Probably. Yeah.
So like, all right, and you come back and all this shit is gone. 250,000. And you said you took it on the chin the first time, right?
Yeah, possibly took it on the chin the first time.
Possibly. So then when did he get hit the second time?
They say that let me see. Did he get robbed? Did he get robbed twice? Because I don't have the original. Let me see. Yes, Arnold rental prop. So his rental property was robbed twice, according to Florida court documents. The Airbnb that Arnold was renting in Largo, Florida, was burglarized twice. The first break-in happened January of 2026. The second happened February. So they hit him back to back. They hit him January 25th is where this is the timeline. So we hit him January 25th and then followed up and doubled back and hit him February 1st. That's why in his mind, it got to be somebody I know.
That gotta be the driver.
It gotta be somebody I know. It gotta be somebody I know.
All right.
Back-to-back weekends, y'all touch me up? Nah, man, I ain't going.
That's crazy.
I ain't going.
All right. So okay. You gotta call the cops, bro. In that situation. Because handling it yourself, and if you're gonna handle it yourself, you don't show up. No matter how bad it goes. But then you gotta first and foremost, before anything, you gotta make sure you know for damn sure who did the job. You have to know exactly who did it. You gotta get some undisputable proof that these people were the ones responsible for taking what you got robbed from you. So you got robbed twice, hit twice, by maybe two different people or maybe the same person, and then you went to take back your shit from somebody who had nothing to do with the first two robberies, and you are a starting cornerback in the NFL on a team that has playoff aspirations. This is absolutely some of the stupid shit I've ever heard. And let's say, how much was it the first robbery? Let's say, because you said it was $250 for the second time, right? Chris, you there? Where the hell did he go? All right. Let's just say it's $250,000 from the first robbery that he got robbed from, or the second. Let's say it's the second. Let's say it was $250 both times. So let's say it's $500,000 between two robberies that you got taken from you. And I'm not trying to pocket watch or anything, but Terrion Arnold signed a 4-year, $14,343,710 fully guaranteed rookie contract. That's fully guaranteed. Now, of that money, realistically, he's going to touch about $9.5 million of that. So let's say they even did a hit on him for $500 million, $800,000, $800,000, right? Let's say that's what it was. To crash out and get the wrong people and put your entire livelihood and your career in jeopardy when you are going to be in a contract year, a prove-it year. And I get it. You went through something traumatic, bro. Like I'm not saying that I wouldn't feel a type of way too. And let's say you didn't want to call the cops. You got to find out exactly who it is. You know? And I would be extremely paranoid if I got hit back-to-back weeks for a significant amount of cash and jewelry. But first and foremost, the first time I got hit, I'm definitely not carrying that much cash and jewelry on me in the first place that I can get hit the second time again. So if I'm in an Airbnb, trust me, when I leave that Airbnb, there will be zero cash and jewelry in that Airbnb every single time I leave. You would have to hold me up at gunpoint for you to get anything. And even then, I might just have a debit card if I was turning it on after the first time. So you gotta first of all move more smart. And I know he's a young man, got bread. He's a star NFL cornerback. I'm not trying to judge the. Actually, no, I am. I'm sorry. I am judging the way you're thinking about it, because then coming together with conspiring with 6 other people, like you are some type of, I don't know, mafia gang, to kidnap and arm rob somebody who turns out you got the wrong guy. It's completely asinine, giving the opportunity you have that so many people wish they were in your position, bro. You would be so much better taking the hit of the hundreds of thousands of dollars you lost, balling out this year and re-upping your contract. And I get it, you lost a lot of money, but you touched at least $8 million already in your career, guaranteed. And once that season starts, I mean, come on, like once the season starts, you're already getting, I get it's the off season, yeah, but once the season starts, you getting paid again, like that. How many weeks would it take for that 250 to be recouped? Maybe 3 at max. I think it's less than that, given your contract. Because let's say you even get, let's say you even get the stuff back. Like, don't you gotta bust down the 6 co-conspirators and make sure that they get their cut? And are you really gonna be sharing what you lost? And then you start stealing other things from the other people. Like they started stealing apparently other things that weren't included in what you lost from the people that you got wrong. So yeah, man, Chris, I'm just going through. I went through his contract, and I said, like, yo, he had a 14,343,710 fully guaranteed rookie contract, right? Now, of that money, and we'll talk about how things get divvied up in a moment. But of that, he's probably touching around 9.5 million of that guaranteed over the course of his rookie contract. So let's say just over $8 million. The
And he's been in
first,
the league 4 years already, right? Or 3 years.
so he collected over just like 8. He's been in the league 2 years. So his rookie
He's been in the
season,
league 2 years. Okay, he's
yeah,
been in the league 2 years. Okay,
yeah.
okay. I'm sorry.
So he collected over $8 million in his first year because with the signing bonus,
Signing bonus. Yep,
yeah,
yep, yep.
which was like $7 million plus. And then his second season, he brought in an additional 1.5 million, which is a standard base salary with the roster bonuses, right? So that's around 9.5 million that he touched. I don't know how much he lost with both robberies like combined, but to crash the fuck out with 6 other people, or 5, I don't know how many people, and get it wrong for one, and two, act like you're some kind of mob boss, and then go onto somebody's property, tie them up, kidnap them, have them send out a hit. They go out there, they're stealing shit that's not even involved in your robbery, right? And you
Well,
are,
if the cash is there, if the cash is there, he's just like, yo, go and grab whatever whatever cash is there is mine. It's like mine is mine. So what I found out is that it was 100,000 in cash. It totaled up over both times. 100,000 in cash, $80,000 necklace, and then a designer bag and an NFL issued phone.
so between
So around
both of them, it's around
both of them
200,000
about 250,000. Yeah,
within the
between
two
two,
robberies that he
between the
got.
two robberies. Yep, yep.
So again, to crash out over $200,000 when once OTA start, you're making that back. Plus, it's a prove it year season for you. I get it. I would be extremely paranoid. Like I said, I would be extremely paranoid too after the first time. But for damn sure, I'm not leaving nothing in the Airbnb a second time. Like you would have to you would have to stick me up to get a goddamn thing from me after the first time I got
After the first time, yeah,
yeah,
my nigga, everything going to my mom's house at that point.
everything
Right?
is not. I'm
Like,
not leaving nothing in a fucking Airbnb, bro. Like I'm not
even if
fucking.
it is my house that I own,
Mm-hmm.
like, you know what I mean? Because you got people that do that. Like, it's my house, let's open it up, nigga. Like, I'm told you don't go in this room or don't go in this thing. Like, you know what I mean? But like, yeah, I don't think people are when we was in Dallas for WrestleMania, there was nothing that indicated anything of value was left in that house when that person allowed us to be in that house.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's a kind of you thing.
It's exactly a you thing. This is not even your primary residence. Why is there jewelry and cash in your Airbnb rental house? Unless you stay there too, and like that's one of your primary residence throughout the year, maybe, I don't know. But after the first time, everything is getting gutted. Like I'm taking everything out of there. But what they did is they came back and like, yo, there's more shit here. Let's take this shit too. That's on you. And what you did is like, oh, I know who it is now. Let me put out a hit and let me kidnap and rob somebody else. And it apparently got the wrong niggas. So whoever took your shit is out there laughing right now. Two, you ruined your life and career. You might be in jail for your rest of your career, bro. Like you didn't think this through. Like you didn't think that at all through. And I'm not saying that 250,000 is nothing. Like it's something. I get it. You got the phone, but you are not the first NFL player to have been robbed. You are not. And we've seen people's houses get robbed throughout the season. Like I know that Russell Wilson had an issue. I think even Tyreek Hill had something happen but this happens, and they don't crash out and do their own vigilante justice. Now, the other way you could have handled this is hey man, chalk it up to the game and do what any rational civilian would do and say, listen, I want an investigation opened in whatever police department this is on what just took place at my Airbnb. And you as soon as you found out, you call, like, listen, this is who my driver was. Can you please investigate and question him? And you could take that route because they might, who knows? You might be not only helping yourself out, you might be helping out the community, finding out who this cat burglar is, whoever, robbed your shit. But to do it this way, I just am extremely, extremely disappointed. And then, I look at some of these athletes and I'm like, man, this is a once in a lifetime opportunity. And to now, because you have money and success, is almost a reason why you might spend the rest of your life in jail, because you wouldn't have had all that jewelry and shit in the first place to get robbed, to then now spend the rest of your life in jail because you're trying to rob it back or get somebody back, which obviously you got the wrong person.
I mean, and you made a statement about being a rational civilian. Even if you want to take the route of from a place where don't nobody take nothing from me, then if you got 6 niggas willing to do the job, why the fuck are you around? Hey, it's 100 G's out there, nigga. Get it, it's yours, man. I don't want this shit to happen again. That's it. Hey, you don't even need a phone call. Hey, bro, we got a barbecue at the crib. When they come for the barbecue, it ain't a barbecue. It's a meeting. Niggas coming in, where the food at? Ain't no fucking food. Listen here, nigga. Y'all part of the game, right? Y'all want to listen to Drake plot twists and throw up gang signs? This is what y'all niggas do. I don't know who did it, but my name can't be out here as a nigga to get got. Not where I'm from. He's from Tallahassee. He from Florida. If you want to be one of them Florida boys, if you got that itch to scratch, nigga, then you do that on a logical, again, basis. It ain't no, you got that nigga? Let me see that nigga, boy. Yeah, fuck, nigga. Yeah, you thought we wasn't going to get you, bitch. I'm on my way to fuck you up, nigga.
Then pull up yourself.
And pull up yourself.
No mask. No gloves, fingerprints everywhere, camera see your face.
If you listen to Drake, that nigga said they pulling the mask over their face. You don't see their mouth, my nigga. So you can't do one thing and not do the other. Nigga. Put this shit over your mask. Like what?
Oh my Lord. It's just I want to be like, oh, he's young, but I can't. Even young niggas don't do dumb shit like this. Even if you're from Tallahassee and you're trying to be down. I'm sorry, this is absolutely retarded.
Well, I don't know. We got them Julio Fulio niggas that's killing niggas down here in Jack. You know what I mean?
It's
like
one thing if you're Julio Fulio niggas and you trying to, make a way out of no way. Nigga, you are a starting cornerback for the Detroit Lions. Are you fucking kidding me? Are you fucking kidding me?
Not practice squad.
No.
Not nickelback.
No.
Bitch, you got to start in
on the freaking boundary corner, dog.
Nigga, it's George Pickens or CeeDee Lamb. That's your assignment.
Exactly.
Hey, your ass worried about a chain?
Yeah.
We can tell. This is why I said In Alabama, he wasn't Pat Surtain. This is why I said at Alabama, he wasn't no Jalen Ramsey. This is why I said at Alabama, he wasn't no Patrick Peterson. He did not move the needle. Nigga, he 2 years in the league with one pick.
1 second, bro.
Go ahead, brother. Same with me. I already know. he been in the league 2 years with one pick. Like we not doing that. We not doing that. Terrion Arnold, bro, you were not that good to be doing stuff like this. And I get it. First round pick. You think that you're invincible. You think that you're untouchable. Clearly you was touched, nigga. Pause. Clearly. The niggas found out what the and bagged you up. That's it, man. You know, like I understand, you know, there's a pride thing, there's an ego thing. Bro, it's the same thing with women, right? We seeing a lot of players, you know, lose themselves over thinking women are possessions. You know, thinking that another man can't talk to your lady, thinking your lady can't talk to another man. You know what I'm saying? Like, and people are crashing out mentally and emotionally. And bro, I'm telling you, I understand what that is. I told my wife too, cuz you just gotta tell me, just don't have me out here looking stupid. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's the real thing as a man. Like, yo, just don't have me out here looking stupid. And I'm not saying just a man emotion either, because women do the same thing. Women accept a lot of things if you are upfront and don't have them out here looking stupid. You know what I'm saying? So, like, with Terry,
you know, you're talking about the woman, man. I hear you, bro, and I'm gonna lower my voice because you know. But with Terrion Arnold, you know, it's not even a woman, bro. This is just like
not even a woman, bro.
Retarded. Now, James Peace Jr., it is the woman, and he crashed out over a woman. You know,
the kid had that
Rakia boy, yo.
Well, you see that, bro? She put a restrainer on that nigga, went to the game and did this. I'm like, oh, this bitch is bad. I can see why this nigga just got angry.
Yeah, he fucking lost his fucking mind, and she put that nigga in a tailspin real quick. Yo, talk about crash out, man.
Nigga,
that was a complete
that nigga James Pierce Jr. was Mike Evans on Next Fighter. She talking about it from the back, bro. Nigga, he lost his motherfucking mind.
He's a young boy, man. After his rookie season, bro, like he didn't even do nothing yet.
She hit that gooch one time, nigga. It was a wrap.
Oh my lord. Oh my lord.
It's a pre-Friday show, brother.
Oh man, but young men. Listen, they say rumble, young man, rumble. Listen, you don't got to be rumble like that. Rumble on the field, like put all that energy into the field.
He's too young, bro. He ain't never seen Waterboy. He ain't never visualized an attack. He ain't never seen that. He ain't never seen that, nigga. I would have put that robber face on every wide receiver, nigga.
Yo, yeah. Yeah, right. I would have too, man. That's how you lock in. You know, you transcend your ability. You go well beyond that.
I don't want to be Deion Sanders. That nigga would have been so locked in, bro.
James Pierce, oh my God. James Pierce, if he used that energy,
if every offensive tackle was just Rakia Jackson, nigga. Every quarterback is Rakia. I gotta get to that.
Yo, dude's getting
I'm sorry.
Dude's getting 20 sacks, bro.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to laugh and joke about domestic violence. I do take that back. Let me say this seriously.
This is not a joke about domestic violence.
It is not a joke about domestic violence. But what I am saying is, nigga, if Rakia wanted to leave you because she just wanted to do her thing. I think the easiest thing you should have done was saying, okay, bitch, I'm gonna be Lawrence Taylor and I'm gonna make you come back to me
Yeah.
or something.
Dude,
Nigga, you don't chase her around Atlanta in your Hellcat and make her come back to you, nigga.
the best thing you can do is give a woman space. Yeah, it really is. When it's being the stalker is not is that's not peace.
It's
That's
not
not keeping it
peace.
p.
It's
Uh,
not peace. It's not keeping it P. It ain't player. It ain't none of those euphemisms that we use for what a nigga's supposed to be. But honestly, niggas crash out every day, boy. Every day.
but I mean, when you put all that, I mean, I get what hurts the most is that when you put all that work in your whole life, since you were young, pee wee football, going to middle school, high school, Pop Warner, that all the way to college, and then finally you get that call and you get drafted, and these men got drafted in the first round. You know how hard it is to be one of the best 32 guys in the world at football in a given year, according to the league. It's a big milestone, and I just hope that those moments hit harder for people who come from places that they think that we're talking about, toxic masculinity. We're talking about, the manosphere stuff, where we think that we have to not be vulnerable. We can't, we gotta, be this strong, tough guy who dominates through power and force over every scenario to get what we want out of the scenario. Um, and these football players who get involved in these domestic violence situations or these, criminal activities after achieving such heights, man, I just wish and pray that there can be a wake up call before that call, so they understand where they are at. Because you're living your life, you just living your life. You thought you're gonna be a pick probably 3 years before, so you just living at this high status of elite, being an elite athlete, to the point where I think that yeah, after getting drafted and playing a little bit, you can take it for granted and still fall into the ways of like, or maybe get a big head. Like, do you know who I am? Like, I'm a first round draft pick. That doesn't happen to me. I don't get robbed. I don't get things stolen from me. Oh, you can't leave me. Like, I make this much money, and I'm a top draft pick. I'm one of the best players on the Falcons. Like, that ego can be a lot of it could be the death of our great young black men who will then give up their life and end up exactly where you know they want these guys to be, like the system wants them to be. They don't want to see you succeed and become a role model. They want to see you crash the fuck out and end up exactly where you guys are ending up, and that's in jail, or in prison, depending on what you've done. And
Bro,
it's
giving back this generational wealth being a dumbass
yeah.
is if
After
Terrion
all the
Arnold
work you put
daddy
in,
ain't no gangster. If Terrion Arnold daddy ain't no OG in the streets. If he is, he probably like finally something to take me out this shit. But if he ain't an ignorant ass nigga, like, yeah, son, get it back in blood, like Pooh Shiesty daddy, right? Pooh Shiesty daddy also went with
Terrion
him to
Arnold's
do some
father
dumbass shit.
is Terry Arnold. He was a standout running back and local football legend at Lincoln High School in
Nigga, I know
Tallahassee.
his daddy want to grab him by the ear right now and
He
say,
played for
"You
University
fucked
of
up."
Sydney, Cincinnati. Yeah, that's crazy, yo. So
I
his dad.
couldn't make it. I couldn't make it. My son made it. My son, a first round pick.
Oh my
My son
God,
can change the trajectory of
the
what
entire
everything
family.
we went through because I know what it went like. I did the Pop Warner. I did the nigga. His daddy sound like what Shannon Sharp and Sterling was going through, nigga. Like it's tough. What's that? What he
Mm,
played in the 80s, 90s? Because Terrion was is born in '03, so his daddy was playing in the 90s, right? Just off the top of my head.
probably around the night. Yeah, for sure. And yeah, and then
Nigga, they was playing when niggas had the collarbone. Nigga, he was getting hit.
yeah, yeah, man. He was, and he didn't make it all the way, So seeing achieve such heights and then to lose it all, it gotta hurt to the family. And then you got James Pierce Jr., who is a fucking junior. Like,
I know James Peterson like, I know he
Hell
fucking
no.
lying. I know he fucking lying. Oh, my name? He doing it with my name? You know what I'm saying?
Over a woman.
Over, yeah, son.
Yeah.
Son. Just go get you another one, son. Your first round pick.
There's so much
But-
to like say about this that like, we can go on
But
forever because
but I do want to say that football players are, unfortunately, football players and basketball players, I hate to say it, man, like they fuck it up for domestic violence and domestic disputes and assault with drugs and weapon possession. That is what takes away because NBA and NFL are predominantly African American sports, black sports, right? So when we're talking about changing the trajectory, bro, I did not know Ray Lewis was from Lake Wales. Lake Wales is literally the 5-minute town over from where I stay.
Oh, okay.
Nigga, he is a god around these parts. Nigga, they don't give a fuck about Atlanta because he got off. But if he would have fucked up the name of him and the legacy, right, off of what happened in Atlanta at that time, there would have been the city is in honor of Ray Lewis when you go through so you can be that and do that and change the trajectory of where people come from and how they look at where their town is. And yes, I'm from a small town, but he made it or she made it. Dochi's from around the way up the street in Florida. 7th Streeter is literally a town away from me. And you see, niggas are very much supportive of where you come from if you do it the right way and for you to change your life. And if you don't want to get your mom out where she's from because she didn't live there wherever she at, pay the house off, right? Do stuff for the community. Be a stand-up citizen. Sammy Watkins right now is a high school wide receivers coach. He's not even a high school head coach. He's in Ocoee right now, literally in Florida, up the way. Nigga,
Sammy Watkins, man.
Nigga, you do the right things the right way, and the universe will reward you by you sticking around long enough to receive the benefits of it.
Listen, James Porter Jr., man, and he's. I think honestly, he would have been really fucking good. I think he would have been better than was Terrion Arnold. He's no bust, put it that way. And trust me, he could have found another bad chick. I know she's fine. But you keep going, you keep grinding, you keep putting that energy in, to rushing that quarterback, and I damn sure you would find somebody you could fall in love with that just as beautiful as Rukia, or maybe even more. It's all subjective, but what I'm saying, and man, when it comes to like you're saying building that generational wealth, it's not easy for black men and women here in America. We are always put into these boxes, and to transcend these boxes and say, I got out of a certain situation, whether, you're from Tallahassee or wherever. And I get it. Tallahassee, yeah, I've heard stories, bro. I've heard stories. Tallahassee is not, it's not the best, you people from Tallahassee always say they want to leave, even though there's a little bit of pride to them. They want to leave, but once you get out, the mentality's still with you sometimes, and but you had your dad, your dad was running back, and you achieved the dream, and I just wish that the decision can be made better. And it's not just like with these two circumstances, but also we talked about Stephon Diggs a couple of months ago, and he's right now he's a free agent. Nobody picked him up. Maybe it's because of all this drama, but just how you're being involved with all these women can cause even if it wasn't true what she said, it could cause you to be looked at in a certain way and harm your reputation. Stephon Diggs doesn't have a Super Bowl yet, but he's one of the best wide receivers in the league, and he doesn't got a job. So his he's still making his legacy right now. So
Can you see show this? I want you to see this, or even if you don't show it, I want you to see this, and I just want you the disproportionate amount. Well, it's not disproportionate, but just eh, the amount of names this offseason
Good lord.
of bro,
And this is
just
just
this
NFL.
offseason, just the NFL, bro, and the alleged charges, weapons charge, misdemeanor trespassing, guns weapons charge, aggravated battery, stalking, fleeing the police, drug possession, obstruction charges, domestic assault battery, reckless
Oh,
driving and
shit.
speeding, domestic abuse, assault, harassment, protection order violation, felony domestic violence, robbery, and bro, what are we doing?
I gotta ask you
What are
some,
we
and I
doing?
don't want to make it dark, but do you think, because this is just NFL, do you think anything has to do with the CTE
It
and
ain't enough CT in the world right now, my nigga.
you don't think so?
I think some of this is real life dumbass stuff. If we go and look at the age of these players, I don't think none of them are barely out of second contract. I doubt it. Because outside of Marshawn Lattimore, which I mean, James Harden just caught a weapons charge too, but he legally he's legally in the open carry state of Texas. I don't know how the fuck you get arrested by having your gun, but I think they trying to say that he might have brandished the weapon. I have to look at that, but a weapons charge, I don't really know. You could have got pulled over, officer actually have his weapon in the car, boom, it's a weapons charge, or whatever the case may be. But if you TI with serial number scraped off and got an artillery in the back, then I'm trying to figure out what you're doing. But outside of that, bro, look at trespassing. That got to be against a woman, right? Aggravated battery, that's James Pierce. We know that's against a woman. Domestic assault, that got to be a woman. Josh Jacobs, domestic abuse related offenses, that's a woman. Assault, harassment, protection order violation, that can't be no man. I hope not. With a protection order violation, nigga, I better not have no protection order against no man. You better pull up on me, nigga, and better not leave where you better not you ain't going back where you came from. I'll tell you that. Protection order. Anyway, felony domestic, that's against women. Like, so there is like anger issues for these particular players that from and I don't want to make this exclusive to go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
No, before you, I know you don't make it exclusive to NFL, but before we do that, I've been doing some like just numbers over here on my end. That's less than 1% of the league. That's like 12 players, right? That's like 12 players on our list.
Yes, it's extrapolated to 2%, 2.5%.
All right, 2.5%. All right.
Yeah,
All right.
I extrapolated that over to
Okay.
an annual arrest rate for the
Okay.
NFL is 2.5%. Now
Okay.
the NBA is a little bit higher. NBA is 3.5 to 5.1%.
Here's the thing,
So
though, and I
go ahead,
want to
yeah.
just say, are we highlighting the worst and not taking into account that humans have commit crimes? Just humans in general commit crimes, and I don't think you being a celebrity or you being a football player absolve you of not committing a crime or being now in a position where you are aware that you might harm chicken and not do certain things that you may think you should do. Like, are we being too critical of like just a few cases, a few bad apples?
I will say yes and no. And the reason why I'm so yes and no about that is because yes, I give people grace for being humans and have their human emotions. No is that we have never had so much information prior to them before, and niggas ain't never make this type of money before.
Okay.
Right? Like, so like it is twofold.
More money,
where,
more problems.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say is true. But in football, let's just use this as the sport included. In football, they find reasons not to pay you. That's not true in every other sport. That realistically, because every other sport, I believe is guaranteed contracts. Football, basketball is guaranteed contract. You get your chicken guaranteed. If you injure, if they cut you, if they amnesty you, if they decide to you get your chicken regardless in basketball. So when niggas get it like Gilbert Arenas, which is why he can have Gil's Arenas and the house that he got and everything like that, nigga, because when he got released from when he got released from Washington with the $100 million contract and went to Orlando didn't have to take up the contract because that was money that Washington had. That was so he went and got another check in Orlando, right? So like baseball operate on an extremely different level, nigga. We talking about I don't give a fuck if it's a little on your nose, and nigga, we take care of you in the union. Hockey players, they don't get paid as much, but they still guaranteed as well. And as tough as they are, as physical as they are, as aggressive as they are, less than 1% in the annual arrest rate. Less than 1%. So, like, I do believe that it's cultural, and I do believe that it's not taking it like you said. It's because when Roger Goodell came and ruled,
a lot of these hockey players are Canadian, so yeah.
Well, I mean, no, some of them Russians. We talking about, yeah, nigga, like shit, and they ain't out here doing nothing crazy. So the number, and I looked at the primary offenses for hockey players: alcohol-related public order offenses. That's it. I'm drunk and I'm about to knock your pussy ass out because you think that I'm pussy. Are you kidding me? I play hockey for a living.
I'm seeing here. It says that because players have significantly more free time and fewer team obligations between February and August, roughly 75% of all NFL arrests happen during the offseason. This means that a standard offseason generally yields around 30 to 33 player arrests across the entire league. While 12 arrests represents like 0.71% of active players, looking at where this sits with the overall landscape shows a normal distribution. Apparently this is below the historical highs. If that's the list you just showed is all of it, that is below the historical highs. But the modern trend is that over the last decade, strict enforcement of NFL personal conduct policy and expanded team player engagement resources have generally driven the year-round numbers down. So it's coming down overall, but there's still a problem.
So and I think one of the things that causes a problem, like you say, is lack of structure and if you don't mind, when you get your chicken and you get your money, if you don't do it right, if you don't spend it right, if you don't have good habits, if you don't have good management, it's gone really quickly. And one of the biggest things that I remember that changed how I view sports is when real people give real numbers and real scenarios. So Cam is a big, I love First and Fourth and One. I love Funky Fridays. I like Cam Newton, man. But when he did an episode a couple years ago about when Amon St. Brown got his 4-year, $120 million contract, again, when we talking about $30 million a year, Cam breaks down, you got your federal tax, you got your agent fee, you got your Jock tax, you got your FICA Medicare, you got your Michigan tax. So $30 million a year is actually 15.7, right? So 15.7, and you getting all of your money in 17 weeks. So you have to be accountable with your taxes because you have to pay state tax to all the states you worked in. So as an NFL player, you got 8 games at home, you got 8 games away. You have to be responsible if you're paying your Michigan tax for your state of Michigan, but for your other, if you're in the NFC North, you got to play Chicago twice. You know you got to play Minnesota twice. You know you got to play Wisconsin state tax twice. So those are things you have to be accountable for. So when you talk about off season is right around, like you said, February to August. That's literally right around after tax time. Either niggas had to do what they had to do and pay that check to the government, or niggas is living off a finite amount of money, which is why I think that 200,000 really hurt Terrion at the end of the day, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? That and in football we just talked about guarantees. So I don't know if he missed out on incentives. I don't know if he missed out on bonuses.
He did miss out on stuff. I mean, bonuses, but from what he got, 1.5 this year and 7 point whatever last year. Dude's a millionaire, bro. Like, and yeah, you could have a bigger contract coming up and all that stuff. You're still young in the league. You could break out. You know, it's just no fucking excuse, bro.
Well, I heard NFL. I don't know if it was an NFL player, NBA player.
It's a matter of how you're spending your bread, though.
But that's what I'm saying. A nigga got 10. A dude said he got 10 million after taxes. He got home around about 6 or 7. Nigga said he gave his parents 3 and then bought them $1 million house. I'm like, bitch, and that 3 million, the house going with it. Like that ain't. Listen, like man. If you gave 3 million to say, hey, pops, mom. Hey, this 3 million, hold this for me. I don't know what's going. You know what I mean? Like, but
I get you, and I trust me. If I was young, I would want to do the same thing. I got it, spend it. But you grow and you learn. I mean, I'm sure, like, you know, that kid, I can't even like blame him, because I might have done some dumb shit like that too, because I got it right. Like, it's $1 million. Oh yeah, I'm splitting up to 6 million. You get half of it, mom and dad. Like, boom. You get half of what I got, boom, and you just go live your life. Don't ask me for nothing, you know. But life's, and what you got to realize is that as you grow up in tax bracket, as you raise in your income, the expenses raise as well. The mortgages are higher, the car payments are higher, the travel is more expensive. You know,
brother,
all that stuff is going to be a lot higher. So you got to bring that along in your mindset of the budget. That's why when people say, "Yo, I didn't spend my money," like Gronk, like you met before the pod, you mentioned a story. I love that mentality of like, I didn't get nothing yet. Like, I'm taking $100,000 because I didn't have that before, and now I got it. Out of my millions, I'm gonna act like they don't even exist. I'll get myself an apartment, and I'm gonna go to the facility and do my job, and I'm gonna get a decent car to go back and forth, nothing crazy. And I'm going to use my same sweatpants I wore going to college to go to the arenas. And I'm going to, you know, use any endorsement checks to then supplement my income. But all that other shit that my majority of my money, like Shaq, you know, like he said, he just let that shit sit. Is the way to go. Now, certain people don't have the luxury of doing that though, you know, and we got to speak about those, you know, those practice squad players, you know, like you're mentioning. But
hey, yes, sir.
But yeah, man,
I know you got the videos queued up. Let's go ahead and let them tell you from what they got going on, what they going through.
It hit a little different.
Break down how these NFL contracts work. Since everybody think we're rich, let's get into it. Let's talk about it. First year, my base salary was about $150,000. I'm coming in as a rookie thinking I'm about to make $150K this year, and I got hit with reality. I didn't make the 53 off the rip coming out of camp, so I was on practice squad. When you're on practice squad, you don't make the base salary of whatever's on your contract. You get that minimum of what is set for the league. At that time, it was about $211,000. Now, if you're watching this, you're probably saying, oh, that's still great money. What is he talking about? Yeah, but you only get paid during the season. On practice squad, you don't really know if you're going to be with that team the whole year. So you can easily be released. With that, you have to pay moving costs. You might have to break a lease, which is usually about 2 months of rent up front. So my first paycheck, and they took about 55% of my first check. And on practice squad, man, I was making about $5,500 every week during the regular season. It's still great money, but we definitely not rich.
Peggy. Hey. You know, this is the thing that I love to educate the people.
Okay, talk to him. You make great money, but you're definitely not rich. That's what he's saying.
You make okay money.
Mhm.
Okay. So the biggest misconception is that just because an individual is in the professional realm means that that individual has really succeeded financially. And boy and gal, could you be so stupid? Because let's do the math here. And I'm not going to get into the specifics or the logistics of each and every person's contract, but there's a lot of fine print that you must take into consideration that not a lot of people talk about, think about, or even cross people's minds.
All right,
You know,
break it
you
down.
got a big brain, Peggy.
Yeah,
With that bald head of yours. We can see what you're thinking from here.
Yeah, you feel
Now,
like a cat.
understand this. First and foremost, if I'm in the, let's just use the NFL.
Okay.
The thing that you have to think about, Bethany,
Mhm.
what market am I in? Miami, taxing. Well, they don't have state tax, but they still, the cost of living is.
Yeah.
Hey, New York, definitely taxing. Okay, cost
LA.
of living is up there. All right, California,
Yeah.
taxing. Texas, the cost of living still may, or they may not have state taxes, but the cost of living, especially, conducive to the facilities. Okay. A lot of people make this big mistake. They try to keep up with the Joneses.
Oh,
See,
break that down, bro.
You go into the league and you're like, yeah, mama, I done made it.
That's the saying.
Papa, we good.
Mm.
No. Wrong mentality, brother. See, we don't do what Delta, what American, and what a lot of these airlines tells us to do first and foremost. Make sure you straight first. Make sure that your mask is on and secured first before you can help anybody else. And that may not even be the case. So you may have some Lil Waynes around the world.
Hold on now. What's that? What you talking about?
Or some Birdmans around. You know what I'm saying? Some big timers, big stunners. They want to stunt like they daddy.
All right.
All that. But brother, hey, you ain't got it like that.
Okay.
Too many times I've been to, practice facilities and basketball facilities and off-season programs, and I see how certain people pull up and I see how they live, and I'm like, how much money? How many Pro Bowl?
Oh.
How many All Pro? What round did he go in? See, everybody trying to look the part without them actually being the part. Just because you got the title of being a professional player doesn't always equate to professional pockets.
The P's ain't matching.
The P's. And it ain't paid.
Okay, you ain't keeping it P.
You know what I'm saying? See, this is the flex of the real OGs, because the real OGs know the cats that really don't got it. See, the real OGs will tell you, hey, bro, I'm gonna put you on game with anything that you necessarily need to know, from my jeweler to the person that sell my car, to the person that give me my house, to my chef, to all that's in the above.
Okay.
And if you don't got it, you ain't got it. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But don't partake or don't try to act like you got it when you know you don't got it. All right. Simple example. All right. When you're sitting up here making league minimum and you're getting taxed at the highest degree, oh my goodness. That's what we don't understand. See, just because a person is titled a professional, we got to see what that person is actually really ringing in.
Because that's the first thing. Like, you a pro player? Oh, he got it?
Yeah, he got it, but he
She
really
got it?
doesn't. See, that car got notes. I ain't talking about singing melody.
Okay. Talking about writing in the book.
I'm trying to tell you. What's your ledger, brother? You can put your John Hancock right there, brother.
Yeah.
Whoa, slow down. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You got to understand, bro, that you have to take into consideration taxes. You got to also take into consideration that, hey, I am disposable. See, they don't always get it. And the times have changed because now you have players really staying back for more secured money.
And you talking about college?
And bro,
Yeah.
when I was coming into the league, dog, or in college, it was always the flex to get to the league because that's where the money was. Well, nowadays you got players making more money than actual professional players.
For real, yeah.
Think of a guy like Jeremiah Smith. Think of a guy like Malachi Tony. Think of a guy like Dante Moore. These are all bona fide players that will someday play on Sundays. In the famous words of Hattie Lou Newton, God rest her soul, God willing.
God willing, yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? So now, when you taking those things into consideration, everybody that's on the Oregon Ducks may not all make it to the league in the same capacity as a Dante Moore.
Yeah.
Everybody that's at the Ohio State may not have the same transition to the league like a Jeremiah Smith
Yeah.
or Cornell Tate.
Yeah.
See, those guys have the opportunity to make generational money by being a professional football player, but that doesn't mean everybody that's in the league makes generational money.
That's real.
They're just making enough money to make or that will cover their cost of living.
Oh, and you got to cover the costs that it take to even get you to the
Now,
league.
here we go, talking about cost of living, brothers and sisters. In reference to a lot of videos that I've pretty much seen, the worst thing that anybody could see is why would a free agent be living as if he is the franchise player? Acting as if from houses purchased, condominiums purchased, cars purchased, jewelry purchased. Bro, you don't need that.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And understand, homeboy, homegirl that comes into a substantial amount of money, this money that you make at 22, 23, 24, 25 is also the same money that needs to last when you're 62, 63, 64, 65. And when you put that into perspective, it's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. All that money that I just blew in the wind,
But
it's
that's real.
crazy.
Yeah, it is.
So you think like $200,000 is good money, which may be league minimum, but at the same time, if you're spending $190,000 a year and not saving, and I ain't just talking about putting it in your savings account. No, I'm talking about your cost of living.
Yeah.
Where do you stay? Where do you live? Where do you drive? What company do you keep? When you go out, what do you spend or splurge? Because you can't be what do they call it? You can't live paycheck to paycheck and be a splurger.
That's real.
It just don't match.
I think we get the idea, man. Listen, he's spitting, man. He's definitely spitting, man. And shit, Lord help me, Lord help us get to that position where we can make these decisions, because I mean we're a little bit
I'm
older
a
now. Hopefully not, because you still got family, dog. And I want you at 60.
Nah,
60.
nah, nigga. That nigga Kim said, take care of yourself. I'm a splurge on me, nigga. I'm a splurge on me, nigga.
Nah, man. Nah, listen, we're older, man. We gotta spend money right. We gotta invest. We gotta put things in the right perspective. But
I'm gonna do what I was supposed to do when my son was born. I'm a splurge on. At the hospital, I was talking about investment. At the hospital, nigga. I was talking about, and where we are right now. I wish I had 1 ounce of gold. Just 1 ounce.
yeah, I called to find out how much it was. I was like, oh, let me close that right now. I was like, I had some money too on me at the time, and I can't do that right now. But man, bro, like going back to the practice squad, dude, like that 211K, yeah, you're living a certain type of lifestyle where you got to recognize that you're doing a job. You know, like you this is your job. Just like everybody else goes to work. And I get it, it's only a part of the year. So then you got to now think differently, because you're not going to get that check throughout the year. So you have to then calculate how much it costs to live and where you're going to live for the remainder of the year until you go back to work. That's if you go back to work as a practice squad player. If you get a chance, if you get invited to camp again, yeah, this is a business, and you got to treat yourself like your own entity. You can't take half of your millions and just spend it, give it all to mom and dad, even though they might have deserved it, and you got to put in perspective the long game. And it's so hard to do that at the age of 22, 23, 24. I know damn well I probably would have done what you just said. Like that kid took half and gave it to his mom and dad, and yeah, it got real tight. And it's like, oh shit, so like I probably would have done that too. But like, God willing, me and you can make the decisions, and God didn't give it to us at that time, and they can give it to us in the future, so we can do the right thing, which is live within our means. Like we talk about living within.
Cable?
Huh?
I'm cable? I'm in the future?
Are
He
you?
want to give it to me in my cable from X-Men.
Oh, cable, yeah.
He want to give it to me in the future, nigga? Let me
Listen,
tap into that. Let me go into that portal, my
He
nigga.
sent you to the future so you can get taken care of. Yeah. He gave you that money in the future, so you can really handle it. Because right now, he gave it to you then. You might not be here with us now.
On me. I've been Stephon Diggs with that pink candy, boy.
Yeah, and likewise, man. Like I don't have my wild days. I'm gonna be honest, bro. Like but and God knows, God in God's time, all in God's timing, bro. And some of these cats are so young, so I try not to judge. But yeah, it's very hard because people end up blowing it. Like, I think that the entertainment field, the sports field, you get so much money at once, and without the financial literacy, that it's almost like a setup. Like you're gonna like it's almost like you're not, because you're living day by day and just money's falling out of your account, and you're like, I'm gonna make more. Like, but you can always get cut. You can always get an injury. Anything can happen. And then what? So you gotta plan for the certain circumstances that may not that you may not be able to see
Well, I
today.
mean, but we talk about humans. We talk about humans, right? And do we ever have a worst case scenario more oftentimes than not?
I did it.
On
I
a
did
high,
it until I got older, though.
especially on a high, like when you
No. When you're on a high, you're like, I deserve this. I'm splurging.
nigga, I'm meant for this, nigga. I'm
Yeah.
meant for this. Like
Mhm.
you talking like
Especially,
the-
yeah. Oh yeah, I'm that
I've been the
nigga.
man
I'm
since
a
Pop
first round
Warner.
pick.
I've been man since
Yeah.
college. I'm a first round pick. Like nigga, ain't no doubt I'm about to see 50 M's. Ain't no way I'm not about to make 60 M's out of the corner.
But
like
if you're a practice squad, that reality should hit you, because you're not getting that million. You're getting 100,000, and you gotta figure it out, just like somebody who's working.
Yo,
at
you know who I respect? Lou, that homie, the comedian that do all the skits
Oh
and stuff
yeah,
like that.
yeah. Lou
I
Will.
fuck with him, bro. Like, cause he had the mentality early. Like, he was hungry at the time where he wanted it, and then when he didn't get it, he didn't fall down a rabbit hole, bro. He pivoted, and I think right now he might be making more than fucking what a cornerback make. Like, you know what I mean? If we keep it in the buck, like, you know what I mean? Like,
Definitely,
he might be
the
on
practice
this
squad ones for sure.
nigga for sure. Nigga, he making more than he did as a practice
Lou Young,
squatter.
excuse me, Lou Young. Yeah,
Lou Young, yep,
yeah.
Lou Young.
Yeah, he's a funny dude, man, and he did the Facebook thing too. So shout out to
And he told the story how Cam was his vet, and Cam was like, I needed real reps, and Cam said, every time you pick me off, nigga, it's $1,000. And so like it incentivized him to work hard, it incentivized him to show his talent. And that nigga said, I thought Cam was bullshit. Nigga said he went to his locker, nigga, it was 3 bands that he picked them up 3 times. You know what type of confidence that do to a nigga though? But at the time, a practice squad nigga need that 3. Nigga, you just pay my rent and my check is free for me. Like, you don't know what you just unlocked for this nigga at that time. You know what I mean? So like shit like that, like really is impactful during that time. And clearly he not down on drugs. He not down no domestic stuff. He not down no rat. Like the nigga made it out and found a way. So like, I salute niggas like that who make the pivot. You know what I mean? I really do. And we see a lot of sports guys trying to make the pivot into this media space right now, because they think it's easy. It's lucrative at times, but you have to be in it you have to be Gilbert Arenas.
You gotta be in for the long haul. Gilbert Arenas
You gotta be in for the long haul.
He has the
Yep.
mind and the personality. He got both. Gilbert Arenas, honestly, I wasn't a big fan of him, but I am now because of how he approached this media shit. You know, shout out to him. He gonna build his own studio, do his own thing. And he's gonna be out of here. Trust me, this year, like once football and everything starts taking off, Gil's gonna take off again, and he's gonna do it on his own thing, independent.
Oh, Gil. Oh no, it ain't independent. He already got the bag.
Oh, you already got the bag. Oh, not independent.
I think no. He owns his name. I think he did another leasing deal, but
leasing.
It's back. Right. Well, it's kind of like Dan Le Batard is kind of independent. He's just backed by DraftKings and has the DraftKings network and have the DraftKings backing and everything like that. But he technically got a $50 million investment from DraftKings to do his thing independent. So I'm assuming Gilbert is same ilk. And you got to think about all the people who need content right now who got the bag. Not only just gambling, we talking about Amazon, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, we talking about, nigga, again, aforementioned DraftKings, FanDuel, trying to stay up with it. Like, there's a ton of Prize Picks, because Gilbert can do the Joe Buttons thing and be fucking independent and have Prize Picks as a sponsor. So, like, I think Gil...
what Gil should do is start his own production company and start producing other people's podcasts and stuff like that. I don't know.
No Chill Productions?
No Chill Productions. No Chill. Sure.
Yeah, because he was No Chill Gil. Like, that was the original page. So, like, hey, nah, if you do No Chill Productions, ain't already, you gotta fuck with us. We need 0.1%. We don't even need a whole percent.
Listen, man, we gonna get up, bro.
A point of a percent, No Chill Production. Hire us. Hire us, my nigga. Hire us, No Chill Productions.
Well, I'll show you the whole OBS thing, Da Vinci. I'll let you know. I got you, bro.
Yo, you know what's crazy? I've been a fan of Hibachi for like, he was a good player, bro.
Okay.
The knee fucked him up, and this was before, again, technology. This is before. This is before where you can have an ACL and nigga, it's nothing. Back then, ACL was like a career ending. You know what I'm saying?
And I know his game was great. I just think his personality, I didn't like him. Like, you know, just
absolutely did not. He was a superhero.
Yeah,
but going back watching his story on Netflix when they did the thing with him and Javarius Creighton, learning Gilbert's backstory and how he was raised by a single father and everything like that, and so it was on Netflix, and it was talking about the infamous locker room story where Gilbert was playing around with a teammate because that's how Gil does, and it escalated when we talk about toxic masculinity. Well, the nigga was like, yo, stop fucking with me. I'm going to shoot your ass. And Gilbert was like, all right, nigga, I'll bring the gun for you to do it. So Gilbert literally brought his guns to the practice facility and put them on the nigga chair and said, nigga, pick one. And that led to, oh my God, there's guns in the facility. Gilbert got and that branded Gil from there. But
yeah, sure.
That he has always been who he has been, which is what I kind of appreciate, because he's like, he lives as if this shit is not promised, how other niggas do it, right? The nigga's like, yeah, I feel like I'm the best player in the draft, but I'm a second round pick. Fuck it, I get to the chicken earlier, which he did. He made motherfucking 60 M's before anybody in this motherfucking draft class did, because again, he was still that good.
Yeah, gotta hand it to him, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotta hand it to him.
Yeah, I fuck with Gil, man. Shout out to No Chill Gil, bro. Fuck with us, man. If you need another podcast, fuck with us.
Yeah, man. But speaking of like people fumbling the bag. I mean, real talk. There's word on the street that like this guy, he is a superstar. And honestly, he shouldn't probably go to because he is a OG. But you got to talk about Floyd Mayweather. People talk about how no matter how much money he made, somehow he also has found a way into money troubles. And maybe it's a rumor, maybe it's not as deep as people are trying to make it seem, but people are making it seem like no matter, like, Floyd Money Mayweather is kind of lost in the sauce with his spending habits and has, kind of felt the brunt of that as he's gotten older. He's actually going to be fighting next year, right?
No, it's real. Whatever you hear about Floyd right now, money problems, it ain't rumors. Feds after him.
Oh man,
Feds after him. Massive financial storm right now. Multi-million-dollar fraud lawsuits, IRS tax liens, criminal fraud charges. Now we talking about somebody who's grossed over $1.2 billion. Now this is something.
Goodness gracious.
I listen to Dan a lot, right? Dan Levitar, aforementioned. And for 10 years, Dan has been legitimately asking, can Floyd run through all his money? Like that has been a thread. That has been a thread for 10 years. And his show has been calling him an idiot. His show, like, it's not enough Louis Vuitton private jet spinning in the world to run through the money that he's going through.
I feel, I know you say I'm kind of sending sometimes when I'm saying like I'm sorry for the kid, like I feel bad for the guy, like you know what it is, because I feel bad for the wound this person must have that they are trying to fulfill it with a woman or money or a yacht or a house or all these material items. When I see people who are like, and me, I'm poor, man. Let's be real. I'm broke as hell. But when I see people who are like kind of like almost like their soul is poor, and you're trying to fill it up, and it causes them issues in life, I'm like, damn, I feel bad for them because I know Floyd is one of the most gifted athletes we've ever seen in our lifetime with our eyes in the boxing ring. Come on, like greatest of all time. He should not be like struggling for any type of money right now, and I just feel for the I know he's making the decisions, but there must be something missing, whether it be a financial literacy thing or
it is both. It's both. 50 made jokes about this nigga not being able to read. So I mean, let's be honest.
He's not literate or financial literate. So
he's not literate or financial literate. Or when you asked about CTE with football, let's be honest. You know what I mean? So, but the biggest thing of what happened with Floyd is the 175 million insider fraud lawsuit. So what happened was Mayweather filed a lawsuit against his former investment manager. The lawsuit kind of entails that Jonah, I don't know how to pronounce his last name, but Mayweather claims that he abused his trust and secretly diverted tens of millions of dollars into unauthorized real estate ventures that folded.
Wow.
Also, he has just recently, Mayweather has been charged with 2 felony charges of theft and an intent to defraud, as he wrote an intentionally bad check of $200,000 to a Las Vegas retail purchaser for a watch. A watch.
Oh, come on, man.
What is it for a watch?
Come on.
Then this is the big kicker right here. This is the big kicker. Mountaintops of tax liens and unpaid bills. Government liens, the IRS has filed $7.3 million in federal tax against him in Las Vegas from 2018 to 2023.
No wonder he still hasn't played Logan Paul.
Unpaid luxury leases. He is facing several civil lawsuits allegedly failing to pay rent on his $100,000 a month Manhattan luxury penthouse.
Oh my God, bro. $100,000 a month is crazy, bro. Oh my God, bro. It hurts me to even think about it. Like, oh my God. You got all the money in the world, right? And you just keep being a fucking consumer. Watches, luxury apartments, houses, failed businesses, real estate. I some some of it is that he's being taken advantage of. Some of it is all on him, bro. You must really want that watch to put a 200K fake check. No watch in the world's worth you looking stupid like that, bro.
Well, I
And
mean, he was one of the ones who flaunted a $1.8 million watch before. Like, I do vividly remember Floyd flexing with a $1.8 million skeleton watch and was like, yeah. Only. You know what I mean? Like, he is that.
but you do
He
realize how tall is he? Are you tall? Are you
Nah,
tall?
me and Floyd both 5'4", 5'5". Yeah,
So
5'6",
so you got this
5'7",
smaller dude
depending on if a bitch
who's
asks
one
me.
of
You know,
I feel you, brother.
I
Yeah.
done gave away my real age.
But you gotta that's just me. I do the psychoanalyzing thing. I'm like, bro, man, like, dude, you're one of the best boxers in the world. You got nothing to prove, bro. Like, you got nothing to prove. So flaunting any type of watch or any type of thing at this point, you start to be like, all right, when is enough enough? Because it's never enough. It gets to the point where there's never enough. Where because you can always make more money. There's always gonna be another guy with more money than you. There's always gonna be another guy with a flyer house or a flyer chain or flyer watch or with a car or whatever. And you've experienced life, bro. You've done it. But I want our legends to really be examples. But when I look at people like Floyd, who's probably greatest boxer of all time, like go through all these challenges, it's like, bro, I want you to still be great. And,
But see,
and
this is the thing though. He didn't have a Don King to rape him. Oh, sorry,
pause.
wrong word. He didn't have a Don King to take advantage of
But he
him.
did the real estate shit you just read. Somebody, put
Yeah,
a bunch of money on bad
but
real
I
estate
mean,
investments.
but this is my thing. Shohei Ohtani. Shohei Ohtani got 700 M's from Los Angeles Dodgers. The nigga said, I didn't see 70 million gone because, bitch, of course you don't see 70 million gone. You made 700 million. You know what I'm saying? Like, the nigga made 1.2 billion in his career. The point two, the two on the end of the billion is 200 million. So even if he lost 175 million, the nigga still got 25 million left over. Like that, I'm just saying, like, if we just do it simple math, and the 1.2 billion, the two in that is 200 million. If he got fleeced for 175, 200 minus 175, it's still 25 M's. Nigga, fleece me so I can just remain with 25 M's. Please.
Yo, I don't, because it's unfathomable how you can splurge that hard.
Well, I do see that he has close to 400 to 600 million actually tied up in like real estate investments. So like
Okay.
that's why he's not as liquid as he can be. So if we're talking about it, that is half of the reported net worth that he's made over his lifetime. But he's defaulted on things. He's not paying the lease. He's not paying the property tax. The nigga had a strip club, nigga, that got closed. Nigga.
And he's getting sued because he's like the dad of some kid that one of the strippers. Like the judge didn't even do a DNA test. Like, that's your kid. There's a lot going on with Floyd right now that
But
is
I see
outrageous.
homies like Titty Boy. Shout out to 2 Chainz.
2 Chainz.
How 2 Chainz made his money in rap and diversified his portfolio and say, nigga, I bought myself a lawnmower and cut my own grass for the first time. Respect, nigga, because he probably looked at what the fuck he was paying his man. It was like $200,000 a year. Shit, I can smoke a joint and cut this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? Like, but he bought a strip club. He bought a restaurant. Like nigga.
Listen, I feel 2 Chainz. Listen, that's why we're not on StreamYard right now. We figure it out, do it yourself. It's the best way, you know. And it takes growing up and saying, all right, I can do it a little bit less, or I can put more effort in to get what I need to get done. You know, or downsizing a little bit. Maybe I don't need 3 cribs, maybe 2 or 1 in a small apartment over there because I do some business in New York. You know, like
True.
you know, just a little bit of downsizing sometimes can't hurt. Like if I'm making that much money, I'm getting the best security and I'm getting the smallest apartment. Like that's how I am. I'm putting all my money into security, and I'm getting.
Because if you Floyd, realistically, you do need security because your hands are licensed. Niggas try you. You Floyd. I mean, Floyd, for a nigga who never drinks, who ain't never been high a day in his life, he moved like maybe his mama was drinking when she was pregnant.
Oh Lord.
Like he moving like
he didn't have to. He'd been so gifted as a boxer. He didn't have to learn certain basic things. You know, like school. Like I don't know if he dropped out. I don't know if he graduated high school. I'm not sure if he got a GED. But he seems like a guy who's had money for a long time at a very young age, and just spends it like it's such, or trust other people with his finances. Like, oh, let's put it in this investment. Let's put it in that investment. I think he's gotten older and learned a little bit as he's gotten older. But you still have that mentality of somebody who's like trying to show off, and he don't even need to. He's done it. Like we know you got it, bro. But trying to show somebody something to prove that he's still that guy. But it's going to bite him if you're passing on these liens, if you are not consistently, you know, paying off your debts, or if you are now defrauding for a watch. Floyd should never have to do that, defraud for a watch. So I'm not sure if that's a true story or if, you know, maybe there's a miscommunication. But if that's the truth, that should never be Floyd right there.
The story, I mean, the story is true as far as the check. The intent is what he's arguing over.
Exactly. The intent.
I didn't mean.
Maybe he does got it, but he's just like, oh, that was the wrong account.
Wrong account. My bad. Didn't even notice that account was closed.
But I still got to watch. And they took the check. They're like, they took the check like, oh, that's Floyd. Of course he got it, you know.
So they said we're gonna give him, and that's why they're pressing charges, because they gave him time to fix it. You know what I'm saying? They said, hey, it's Floyd. He's from here. They gave him a year before and then it was like, all right, everybody else going to get their chicken. We coming to get ours too, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Over this and to be honest, like you said, a $200,000 watch, it ain't nothing for Floyd. But you know what I'm saying? It's the flex of him able to have the Royal Oak Audemars Piguet. You know what I mean? It's probably something like that. You know what I mean? Like,
I wonder, maybe there's a level of wealth that you know, if I had, I would just be ridiculously stupid with it, where I would be like, fuck it, I want it. I don't care. Give me that. You know.
Yeah, man. I made my life out of fighting, bro. Like, there is no amount of. I'm not sane.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not even trying to make a joke. Like, nigga, I am not. I stopped, my bad. Yeah, I thought I was lagging because I was sharing it, but
okay,
I had the Marshawn Lynch video queued up because as an athlete or as a person of influence, we see again the diversification of how you can make your money. Most niggas do get it off endorsements. They
Yeah.
get chicken off
But
endorsement.
let's be real. You can only do that if you're at a certain level with a certain stature and a certain like just a mainstream appeal.
That's
Marshawn Lynch,
true, but
Marshawn Lynch, the Gronks, Shaqs, they are in a different echelon of one personality, two, a success and in their field. Not
that's that.
majority
I
are
hear
never
you.
gonna be these people. Yeah.
But I hear you on that. But still, even so, niggas use their cachet like for instance, I can't remember what quarterback did it. I think it was Brock Purdy, if I'm not mistaken. But Brock Purdy ain't a real well-known name. I don't think he really got his money until this year, last year. I'm not mistaken.
The
But
year after he
nigga
won Super
used
Bowl.
his
But yeah.
the
year after the Super Bowl, they paid him.
Okay, so he used his influence to go to Toyota. Hey, get them niggas Tonka trucks.
Yeah, you can get something. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like you can get something to where you ain't paying 12 offensive linemen goddamn Tonka trucks, my nigga. You know what I'm saying? Like
I'm not sure if how much Toyota's giving him. And I'm not sure what's the difference between the Toyota bag and the Skittles bag, or the Gold Bond bag or the Axe body spray
nigga,
bag.
I know that Old Spice bag
Old
is
Spice,
a bag,
yeah.
nigga. I know CD Lamb better not pay a dime off of a Cowboys contract, nigga. I see his face everywhere washing niggas' ass, nigga.
Holy shit, man.
That nigga CD Lamb and every ass washing out, nigga. Nigga, I use Irish Spring. I can't even get to the. Excuse me, let me get to the Old Spice, please. Nigga, it's a big ass cardboard of this nigga in the goddamn aisle, nigga. He better not spend a Dallas Cowboys check. Fuck wrong with this nigga?
And the ash wash. Ah, that's crazy. That's funny as hell.
But let's hear OG out his own mouth talking about how he protect his chickens, nigga. Respect to the Oakland native.
Notice was the money that I was making from off the field, that was the money that I was using to finance my life. And then at the end of the day, it was like, oh, well, I'll go over here. I got Tuesday off. On an off day, what would you really do? Probably go take care of your body, chill, or whatever. But those were the days where I would go and do work with these brands, and I'd go get a bag on my day off. And that started to add up. So I'm like, well, yeah, all right. I'll take my day off and go do some work over here for 3-4 hours. Bring in, you feel me though, maybe a couple $100 bands or something. And then I can just go eat off of that. And I don't even have to even worry or look at my game check. Yeah, all right. And then what it clicked to me was like, oh, I can do this and I can use this like the dope game. And then it was just more about like stacking and putting away. And after a few years of that, when I'm looking at my account and it's like, oh, okay, well, I done put away, majority of my money from on the field with playing. And I'm really over here playing with off the field money. And that, to me, that was like free money because I liked it. Going to go work with these brands because at the same time I was able to show my personality and who I was outside of just a football player. And the biggest thing is that whenever I did do anything, I was still able to put bread into my foundation. So either, like I said, bread or product. And I seen that a lot of the brands that I was dealing with, like, they liked the fact that they had that option, to help not only me support their brand, but for them to actually support my foundation as well. So I really just went and ate with that kind of mindset. But
so that is Marshawn Lynch giving his take, and Marshawn didn't touch 56 M's. If he's telling the truth off the lifetime span of how he was able to eat off his chicken, his contracts over his playing career added up to 56 mil. So if he's talking about how he just looked at his, and I'm just saying he still pays taxes, he still got to pay whatever, he still got his upkeep, he still got family, whatever. If at the end of his career, let's say he looked at 40 out of 56, like if he looked at 40, like, damn, I played a decade, still got 40 M's. That's what Cam Newton was talking about, that, brother, this money gotta last you, brother, till you're 61, 62, nigga. Like, and now he in the content game.
It's hard
so
to.
he with Amazon right now, where that check is consistent.
Yeah.
So, like he said, treating like the dope game, where this is a football check. I work 17 weeks and I live off this for a year, and I still ain't gotta touch my football money.
I need my dope setup proper. I need my dope setup, and we're gonna get there, bro. We gonna get there, because listen, you know how my mind's working right now. But listen, we talking this cash shit. Shout out to guys who are doing it like him and are able to set themselves up financially for the future. Because if Marshawn Lynch was going through stuff that, you know, Floyd was going through, or some of these other cats are going through, we would be like, oh, look at him, you know, and like, you know, but no, he's used his personality and his mindset to set himself up for the future, where it almost like compounds, because it gives him more leeway to do more opportunities, because he's keeping himself active and he's keeping himself financially free, so you don't gotta freaking just jump at everything, you know. So then you come out, when you come out, it means something. Now you're working with Apple and doing that, so it's for certain bags, you know, because you're not over here desperate once you left the league, you know.
Exactly.
You know, so
you're not whoring yourself out for some chicken, bro.
Yeah. You're not just, you know, showing up to do some halftime dance or some bullshit at some soccer game because they paid you $1,000 or something. Some foolish shit, just wave. Hey, yeah, Marshawn's here, you know. But yeah,
Terrion get out in 2063, nigga. He gonna be dancing on Snapchat, nigga, trying to get that little chick.
Yeah, if he gets out, shit, like, God,
nigga,
man.
him and Henry Burns gonna have mad one-on-ones in the bank, nigga.
Henry, I heard he might be getting out. Did he get denied?
I don't know if he getting out, but I know that nigga not getting the league. NFL said no ski. They treat that nigga like Brandon Sorsby. No.
Yeah, man, that shit is crazy, bro. But man, yeah, man. I got nothing else to say, man. But yeah, I just hope our young cats consistently learn from the OGs like Marshawn Lynch, like Shaq, like you know, you mentioned Gronk before the pod. You know, you interviewed him. He told you he don't. Yeah,
I had interviewed. Shout out to Gronk, man, coming to Buffalo, New York, because he's from the area. He's from Western New York. You know what I'm saying? So
he's a New Yorker. I didn't know that.
Yeah, Gronk from upstate, man. So I had a chance. He had a football camp. He had a football camp, and he came out supported at Johnny B. Wiley. And anybody from Buffalo know Johnny B. Wiley actually where OJ played at, right? So that field is really historic in the city. The Buffalo Bills used to play in the heart of Buffalo, and right now where Johnny B. Wiley Stadium is the heart of the hood. Shout out to the Fruit Belt over there. But Gronk pulled up, man. Gronk and all the brothers. Papa Gronk was there. You know what I'm saying? Like. And it was dope, and I got a chance to put a camera in front of him and ask him a couple questions. But, you know, over the course of us just chopping it up, and how Gronk is able to do this is that he links with his sponsors. You know, they come out, help support, like Marshawn was saying. I give them the visibility. They give me the resources and help out with the foundation. But Gronk's like, I live off endorsements, bro. Like, my dad... You know, I got my brother, like my brothers ain't make it. I'm the one who made it, right? Yeah. So I live from my dad, from my brothers. I don't blow that. I live, so like hearing that from Party Gronk, from like hearing people call him a polar bear and how he can't think and stuff. nigga, Gronk, one of the smartest niggas. I fucked around the man in my life, nigga. Like that's when I first heard of niggas like not blowing through their money. Like that's when I heard first hand talk to an athlete. It was like my NFL checks don't get touched, bro. And I'm like, damn. So why these other niggas going broke?
Because some people are not getting that check. They're not getting the opportunity for that check, for an endorsement check, and some other people are not
That's
getting
true.
that check that he gets for the league. So let's put that in perspective. So it's if you're getting 200,000 on the practice squad, it's a lot harder to manage that than in perspective to like somebody making $14 million. So there's different levels, and then you got people who are making $20 million and getting an endorsement check. So it makes it a little bit more easier for those guys, to now if you're getting endorsement checks and you're still blowing it, that's on you. Like you chose your path, you want to go, you want to live it up.
Yeah, Gronk's endorsements was crazy. So let me I done found out
Exactly.
estimated between 35 and 40 M's over his playing career from endorsements.
Damn.
We talking Nike, Dunkin' Donuts, Monster Energy Drink, Tide the detergent, Visa, T-Mobile, Body Armor, the Madden 17 solo athlete cover. Like this nigga is a money making machine. So shout out to Gronk, my nigga. Shout out to Gronkowski, bro.
He still ain't no Shaq, but shout out to Gronk. Shaq is outside, out of here.
Well, no, I mean Shaq is honestly. They call him a prostitute too, but Shaq like shit, nigga. I'ma get all this chicken, nigga. I got too many kids. You not finna Floyd Mayweather me, nigga.
Yeah, man. But man, listen to the young cats out there, man. I'm not sure if you're hearing this, but if you're hearing this, just try to listen to the OGs and get some people that can really give you some great financial advice, and also study your damn self. Like honestly, so you don't get got or get taken advantage of. Like financial literacy is a real thing, and I can't say this enough. Think long term. Think long term. Think of what could possibly go wrong. Think of what you might not be thinking of, the edge cases on what your current circumstances, what's needed to make your life run first, and then think about your family, then your boys and friends and girls and all that stuff. And if you do it that way, where you're first thinking about yourself and your future, yourself and your future, then you get to the people outside of that, then maybe you can be at 60 years old with a little nest egg and sitting pretty when your body can't move the way it used to.
I do think to your point as well, we need good people in those places of financial advisory. I do believe that, leagues can do their part as making it mandatory, as far as training
I can only
and
imagine
everything like that. But
how many
I
people are
think
coming at these guys too, like, hey, I
the
got this idea, got this idea.
the predatory nature, even of just let me manage your funds, which is why you still got a lot of niggas that I don't trust banks. Shit, Marshawn said it. Marshawn said, nigga, I had my signing bonus for 3 years. They had to call me. He was like, hey, nigga. I mean, he had to sign bonus for 3 months. They're like, hey, nigga, you ain't cash this check, motherfucker. You fucking up the books. But Marshawn was like, shit, I ain't know nothing about that, nigga. I kept it.
Put it in a safe somewhere.
You do have stuff like that to where people are afraid of banks. People are afraid of financial advisors. You have people who are too trusting of financial advisor, right? A lot of basketball players, when we talk about their guaranteed money, a lot of basketball players' financial woes come from investments of people and in people and being too trustworthy, because as you say, a lot of people try to think long term. But I do want to shout out to good people that are doing stuff that are phenomenal in their financial literacy. I know in the basketball circuit, Jamal Mashburn is somebody that is looked at as a real a real entrepreneur outside of his basketball career. And honestly, like I love that about hearing stories about that, because Jamal Mashburn was at a point in time somebody who could have been a franchise player, somebody who could have turned the franchise around, and for some seasons he was that, but because it didn't pan out over his career, my man has 100 franchise businesses across the United States. He got a portfolio that got 40 Papa John's. He got 38 Outback Steakhouse. He got 3 Dunkin' Donuts. He got a Toyota and a Lexus car dealership in Kentucky. Real estate holdings. He's a capital venture. He's a venture capitalist firm. Like, he is so diversified in what it is that he's doing and how he's done it. And I believe he's just now 50. Or late 40s. Hell, okay, 53. He's 53. So he's 53. So, like, 53-year-old man, with the ideology. I know another former player who was a great financial investor, was a I forget the name of him, but Charles Barkley gave him a shout out when he passed away. He said it was a good friend of his, but he ended up being also a great entrepreneur outside of his days, in the days where they didn't make a lot of money, right? Days where the money wasn't guaranteed, days where they didn't have the $100 million contracts. And that player ended up buying a piece of the Milwaukee Bucks with his financial literacy and portfolio, you know what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
was able to partake into as an owner of the Milwaukee Bucks championship run in 2021. So it's dope to see people who aren't. And to your point, we was asking about the domestic violence case or the people getting arrested and the small percentage of that. I do think that there is more propensity for us to believe that these athletes go broke oftentimes than not, because it is sensationalized. I mean, ESPN did a whole 30 for 30 broke on it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, like, we are now we are
Now we're like a little bit more conscious of it. I was watching something before the pod. I was gonna bring it, but I was like, nah. It was a lawyer talking about this, and he did say that the league does provide some financial, advice. And on top of that, the kids are way more prepared or more conscious of their financials situation than prior to. So it's happening less and less. We are seeing, like, a decrease in, players going broke because of it. So, but yeah, listen, still, we gotta, document and, see how people are, because listen, it's hard to see somebody fumble. You guys, man, we really do. Honestly, we really do. Like, you guys are genuinely having a once in a lifetime opportunity, So to see that happen, with people like what's going on with Terrion, James Pierce Jr., and then even Floyd with the whole fumbling the money of his situation is hard. It's so hard to see, because I just know that us, people like me and you, like us, we don't get that. We don't get that opportunity. So we have to, when we get that generational wealth, putting it back in the community, putting it back into our people and loved ones is very vital to have money being in the right hands. Much less, just hope, just have for them to have a good life themselves, for their legacy and their families. So yeah.
and the name of that player was Junior Bridgman.
Junior Bridgman.
Junior Bridgman. He was a former player of the Milwaukee Bucks. He had got drafted in 1975 and was traded. He was drafted by the Lakers, but immediately was traded to the Bucks when they got Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. So he's a legendary Laker. I mean, he's a legendary Buck. And after his playing days, he attended law school in the summers, and he worked at a local Wendy's. And then eventually he grew into a franchise owner. Then he grew into operating hundreds of Wendy's and Chili's until he moved into the Coca-Cola bottling. And he bought 10% minority stake in the Milwaukee Bucks in 2024 before he passed in 2025. So he was not around for that championship run, but after the championship run, being a part of the organization, he bought a stake. And so the legacy of Junior Bridgman is he played for a team and was a minority owner stake in the team. And his family now lives off the fact of Junior Bridgman made something of himself and created generational wealth that literally can be passed down, man. So rest in peace, Junior Bridgman. Shout out to you. Absolutely. He was a pioneer in what he did as an entrepreneur, as a former player. So shout out to him.
Shout out to him for sure, man. That's a great story, man.
You muted me, I think. It says director has muted you at the top. So I don't know if anybody
You're not muted. You're not muted in Discord.
Okay. It says it on video. Oh, okay. So maybe you muted me in video. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I was like, damn, my man, I'm muted. I've been talking to muted. Okay, respect. Okay.
I hope you're not muted. Shit. That was a while ago. Yeah. But yeah, man. Anything else you want to chat about?
No, man. I wanna say, man, thank y'all for tapping in with us, man. I will be back tomorrow. What we got on the docket tomorrow? You got anything that's percolating?
I'll talk about B2K. Getting their ass whooped. If there's any viral clips.
Turn around, let me see it. That is all I want to see. Nigga, they went up against Pretty Ricky. Nigga, I know he got the ass, bro.
Omarion got his ass whooped twice in versus. God damn. What is going on? I hope he didn't bring out a watermelon this time. That's all I'm praying for. No watermelon.
This nigga the Gunther of versus.
Nah, man, he's the Brooklyn Brawler. Brooklyn Brawler, bro.
And the Kurt Hawkins of fucking versus.
Gunther can at least wrestle.
Omarion can sing and perform, and he got some bops.
All that shit's mid. His singing is mid. His dancing is mid. I can dance better than Omarion. I swear to God. Yes. Maybe not with his body. Not my with my former body, I could kill him. But this body, I'm a little bit bigger now. You know, so I'm not gonna say right, but listen, I could have beat him in the dance battle.
I'm gonna have to see your old tapes, boy, because I saw you got served. My boy was getting to it. I saw Icebox video, nigga. My man was getting to it, bro. You know what I'm saying? I saw that shit, nigga. Fighting me.
Nah, he's not the greatest vocalist. He's not the greatest dancer.
That ain't killing me.
He's okay.
That is crazy. Yeah, that is something like me, girl. Like, he's the boy.
Listen, I forgot the lyrics. I got this ice box where my heart used to be. Let's get up out of here. We're doing ice box. Listen, let me put the little music. Listen, we are out of here. We are out of here. We are tired, guys. We are fucking tired. We have not gotten sleep all week, bro. But yes, man. Thank y'all for joining us. Here. Everything is. We are the culture. We are the zeitgeist. We're here where we talk about everything that fucking matters. We'll be back tomorrow. So in the meantime, y'all keep love first in your hearts and spirit, because the world needs it. The world needs it. We'll see y'all tomorrow. Everything is everything. Peace out.
Peace out.
Deuces.
We out.